Last night on The Bachelor.
Carolina could not show more disdain for being on this group date.
I stuck up for you for a reason.
Today, when you decided to monopolize Grant's time,
I did not know
that
that it was going to start raining, Dina. I can't account for the weather gods.
I'm cold too.
Well, damn, Jackie, I can't control the weather.
Welcome to another wee week of The Bachelor, this time in Scotland.
I don't know if that's the accent, but it's fine.
And we're already down to 7 women with hometowns on the line for next week? What the fuck? I don't even know anymore. I'm just gonna let it ride and listen to these ladies wander around Edinburgh looking for Chinese restaurants of all things.
Honestly, I haven't felt like I've seen a Chinese restaurant.
So, time for the ladies to do what they always do in a new place and yell out the lead's name with the same amount of enthusiasm that I have left for this season. And we can now shift into our first date of the week, where Jesse Palmer comes in to make a special announcement considering how close things are to hometowns.
There will be no roses on the dates this week.
So first up for a one-on-one is Juliana, who's going to be getting the classic Bachelor fairy tale Cinderella date, where these two take a helicopter ride to their castle for a day and meet Callum, the royal valet. They then get their own Scottish stylist who's gone from dressing the king himself to now the Bachelor, so her career's taken a downturn, and Juliana and Grant try on a few outfits before settling on what they'll be wearing for the evening portion of their date, where Juliana gets to come out to an official announcement like,
And now, presenting Stanley Hudson and his mistress, Cynthia.
except this one ends in them swaying like it's their 8th grade prom, while professional dancers move around them to I'm Gonna Be from the Proclaimers. Meanwhile, back with the other ladies, Zoe is hoping for the other one-on-one of the week because at this point, she's now the only person who hasn't had a one-on-one all season. But nope, it's gonna be more time for Latia, who's already a frontrunner. However, when Dina starts saying that the group date tomorrow is still gonna be super impactful and important, Carolina comes out saying what every middle-aged man says when you ask them how they're feeling after possibly the worst day of their life.
It is what it is.
So once more, Carolina talks about how tough it is to not have time and to sit in the sidelines while other connections grow, and even her BFF Dina from last week is getting tired of Carolina's complaints. But back on the date, it's time to sit down for dinner, and like every single one-on-one ever, production has mandated it's time for Juliana to bring up something emotional or traumatic.
Somebody, really close to me had a problem with addiction. It took the time away from me as a small kid.
And for a while, she dealt with all the darkness that came out of that time in her life alone, which Grant connects with considering his own father's past with addiction. He also then pulls out his lone wolf tattoo and speaks to feeling the exact same type of thing.
I cry alone. I don't cry in front of people. It's hard for me.
You're so similar to me. It's literally crazy. When things with my dad used to go a certain way, I used to lock myself in my room and not tell anybody and just eat it.
And Grant says that he feels like their relationship could help each other to repair and heal from all of this. It doesn't have to be lone wolf anymore, but wolf pack. And I will say, this date does feel like a bit of a game changer. Not just the cookie cutter, you tell me a story, I listen and then tell you that's amazing and then give you a rose, and we do the same thing for the next date. Even with Grant's body language, he's leaned in the whole time, when so often on other one-on-ones, he's just sitting back.
Don't mean to scare you, but it feels like, I could be falling in love with you.
I want you to know that I feel very strongly about you too.
So, while there won't be roses on dates this week, they might as well save us the time and bring one out now, cause this is a lock. On to the group date, which this week in Scotland is going to be...
Feast your eyes.
Yes, we've got the Highland Games, or Scottish Games. Sorry, I'm not exactly sure what was said, because mostly what I heard when they were describing it was...
If he was a wee bit closer, I could lob a caber at him, kin.
So the ladies watch as Grant throws logs around, and like a new girlfriend coming to watch their boyfriend play PS5 for a while, they're all going,
I'm having the best time. I love it here.
But one person in particular is not having a great time. Do I even need to say who?
All right, who's ready to hear some fortunes?
Hi, what sign are you?
Why don't you guess?
Okay, low-key, that's the funniest thing Carolina has ever said. So Carolina sits off to the side pouting while everyone else has fun. And it doesn't take a fortune teller to know where this one is going.
What's up?
Okay.
You good?
I am a bit annoyed.
I'm just checking in on you, you know, that you're having fun.
Having fun.
Yeah. True.
Well, Carolina says it's hard to be here when she feels like it's obvious that he's not going to pick her. But Grant says they had such a strong connection, however lately, her reactions have put a damper on it, and he doesn't know if she is feeling it. But remember last week when Dina was going,
I love you.
I love you. And thank you for it. Oh my god, I wanna cry. I love you. I just know you didn't mean it like that. I know. And I know you know that. And thank you for seeing me. Oh my god.
well, this week she's saying, damn, I was not on the group date last time, so I didn't see this, but everyone was right. Carolina just pulls Grant away while playing the damsel in distress. All the while hometowns are next week while we're sitting around here waiting for Carolina to stop being so negative.
Do you know how I feel? Like, I feel like I'm just a cloud of negativity. Like, I just feel like I'm just associated with all this negativity.
And Grant's like, well, you know, this is more real than us just pretending to be happy and faking it. So let's go back in there and move through this together. Oh, but speaking of clouds of negativity, it starts to rain, which means the games have to be canceled early, and now the other women are even more upset.
You know, I had fun today. I hope each and every one of you had fun too. Did you have fun? Yes, no?
Grant, so aware. So first, Zoe sits down with Grant to be like, what's up with us? I'm the only one here who hasn't gotten a one-on-one. Am I wasting my time? But Grant goes, hey, all it takes is one conversation to push us where we need to be.
Maybe it's for the best, you know? And
You're trying to make excuses?
Nah, maybe it's for the best. Seriously, you leave me wanting more and more.
Yeah, that's not reassuring. But after this, the Carolina drama continues to ramp up, as the ladies sit down to subtly trash Carolina, like right in front of her.
There's nothing I gain from pouting or trying to be a negative energy.
Grant needs someone who's supportive, someone who's willing to compromise, someone who's just like
strong,
there for him and strong.
So Zoe leaves the room and it's just awkwardness with Serafina, Dina, and Carolina. You know, the Ina trio. Where Dina goes, so I guess I should ask you how your day was since you haven't asked us. And Carolina's like, well, it's 'cause you haven't included me in the conversation.
Yeah, Carolina, because I do not have much respect for you right now.
Okay.
Okay.
And Dina starts to go off saying, I defended you so hard last week, and now I see you go and pull Grant while acting like the damsel in distress and pouting that you didn't get another one-on-one.
Do you not have free will? Like, could you not stop a conversation? Do you not have that free will?
No.
Okay, low-key, that's the second funniest thing Carolina has ever said.
You literally just said you don't have free will. You don't have free will?
Of course that's a sarcastic comment. That doesn't mean that I don't care.
Carolina, you can't just be sarcastic.
You know, gotta applaud Carolina. She is the master of rage baiting.
It's the one-liners that I can't, like, really take.
You can't really take anything.
Anyone is talking about
You
the
can't
rain,
take
though.
much, Carolina.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, then Carolina walks off, and Dina runs after her, literally policing whether or not Carolina is about to pull Grant aside again.
Moving forward, it's like you don't care about anybody else's feelings but your own.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, Carolina then goes and pulls Grant, and is determined to give upbeat energy and have a positive time, almost like a middle finger to everyone else. While Dina uses her time to snitch on Carolina.
There are other people here who are just thinking about themselves and are not necessarily willing to take accountability for the things that they do, so.
Which normally is a bad decision, but compounded with Juliana doing the same last week, might be enough to push Carolina out. However, without a rose to give out, we have to leave this date with nothing but awkward silences and uncertainty. The perfect mood to have as we move into the final one-on-one with Latia. And not much can get in the way of Grant's good time when he's with her. These two go on an Edinburgh exploration date, trying haggis, whiskey, and even the bagpipes.
That's it! Squeeze it!
However, as we head into the night portion of the date, Latia has something important she wants to mention to Grant. She's a Mormon and has only ever dated Mormon men in the past. So they sit down at opposite ends of the dining tables from Harry Potter, and Latia brings it up.
I have typically only dated people in my same religion.
This is a surprise to me.
Okay, I know this season is faster than normal, but y'all haven't talked about this, like, at all? Not even once? Well, I guess it's a pretty important thing to know, considering Grant might meet her family next week. But Grant says that he wants a relationship with God in his life, and for the life of his family, although he doesn't know much about what Mormonism means, and they'll have to figure that out. But mostly, he just wants a family to love.
My family, we didn't really eat dinner together, you know what I'm saying? Like, there were times when, for a lot, like, I would just take my food and go to my room.
And he says a lot of the time, that's where his faith would come in.
When I was alone, I would just talk to God, you know? I wouldn't really talk to anybody else, so. Yeah.
So, feeling like he has a safe space with Latia to talk about these things, Grant says he's falling for her, and Latia, she's feeling the same way.
It just made me want to love him. Yeah.
But with that now done, it's time to head straight into the rose ceremony, where, once again, Carolina needs to pull someone aside. This time, though, not Grant, but Dina.
Dina, can I grab you for a sec? Me? Yeah. Yeah? Can we go upstairs real quick? Is this like a thing? Yes.
Essentially, she tells Dina that she's grateful for everything she did for her before, and that she wishes Dina nothing but the best going forward, so they squash their beef. But alright, enough of this sappy stuff, let's get to those roses. All 4 of them are on the line here. No surprise though, first one out is for Latia, then it's Juliana, but the final 2 are the ones that are more up in the air.
Dina.
Leaving one final rose for either Serafina, Alex, Zoe, or Carolina.
Zoe?
Which is actually quite shocking. Zoe grabs a hometown spot while being the only one there who hasn't had a one-on-one. And so Serafina and Carolina head out, and the curse of the first impression rose on The Bachelor continues as Alex too heads home empty-handed. And well, seeing this, all I have to say is...
Just no fear making respect for the hand of the queen. There's no one to nip it yet. Good?
So that's it for this recap of week 5 of The Bachelor. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel for more content. And until next time, Bachelor Fantake out.
I can't account for the weather gods.
I'm cold too.
Well, damn, Jackie, I can't control the weather.